Today we are going to implement a TCP IP server. Let's see how to create server in Java. Create new project, click on Java application, give name my server, import package java.net.star, import second package java.net.io.star for reading writing purpose in network. Implement try and catch. To detect any error or any exception. Now we'll implement server socket welcome equals to new server socket, and I'll provide port 1234 for communication. Now your server is ready to listen the port, ready to accept request coming from a client. So I'll notify the client that I am ready. I'm notify to the administrator that I am ready to listen request. Server is ready. Next, I will accept incoming connection or incoming first request from a client, so it will be accepted by our server using socket. Server socket equals to welcome, that is an object of our server socket. Here is my socket which accept the incoming connection. Here I am writing request received. Okay, technically say your server is ready. Now to test this server, run your program. You will see it notify you that server is ready. Now to test the connection, to send a first request, I am going to use telnet. Here I am running this program in my local computer, so my IP will be 127.0.0.1, which is known as a loopback or a localhost IP. So I'll connect by telnet 127.0.0.1, and then I'll provide a port 1234, which is defined by our server socket. It's here. As soon as I press enter, you'll see your server is terminated by saying that request received, and you'll see here our telnet is also disconnected. So we send our request from telnet to our Java server. Now it's time to write something from server which sends some data to the client. To write data in network, we are going to use data stream, data output stream DOS equals to new data output string server socket dot get output string. Here I will write DOS dot write bytes hello client. This is server, and terminate your line by /n. Okay, now these two lines will create a pool to write a data in your network, and write byte will write a sequence of byte, that is hello client, this is server, to the network, and it will be received by your client. So let's check out. Server is ready. Again for the same command, telnet 127.0.0.1 space and port. When I click, you'll see I get H. Okay, let me remove this /n. Let me run the program again. Server is again ready. Sandy view. You can see here, hello client, this is server. You receive this data. So your server is working perfectly. Now we are going to implement client in Java. Again, create a new project. Let me give a name, my client. Finish. Again, I am going to import same library. For network programming and for reading writing purpose. Here my whole code will be implemented in try and catch method. Okay, our block is ready. Now here we are not going to implement any server socket, but we'll implement simple socket to connect our server. So implement by writing socket CSKT, that is client socket, equals to new socket. I am going to provide here two things. First is IP address where my server is reside, that is 127.0.0.1, and I'll provide 1234, that is my port address where my request get sent. Now we are using output stream to out data from a server, and we are inputting that server, we are receiving that server at the client side. So here we'll write data input stream equals to new data input stream CSKT dot get input stream. Now we are receiving data at client side, so I want to print it in console. So here we'll use systemout.println this dot readline. Here readline is deprecated by the Java, but we can use for testing purpose. Okay, it's time for checking. If I run my client file, you'll see java.net exception file connection refused, because my server is not running right now on this port on this IP address. You see here it's not running. So first of all, I need to start this server. So I am starting it. Server is showing the status, server is ready. Now it is the time to run a client. Run file. Again you will set connection reset, and you will find here that request has received, and it made some procedures also. Let me make some changes. Let me write here /n. Again let me run my server. Server is ready. Let me run my client. You'll see hello client, this is server. So now you are able to make a web server also if you have. Thank you.